Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome. My name is Ebo and this is your first time seeing my beautiful face. You are so welcome. I do videos about food, just anything that concerns me as per it's my channel. So see, today I'm going to be making fried rice. Now this fried rice is inspired by different cultures, both the Nigerian culture, the English culture, the Chinese culture. See, this is my own take of this fried rice. So please watch the recipe, try the recipe, cook the recipe, eat the recipe, and share with your friends and family. By the way, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I do not know what I have done to you. Now, as I am talking, as I am speaking to you, look down below. You can see the subscribe button. Click it. Click it. I'm threatening you. Click it. Anyway, let's get into the kitchen and enjoy our cooking, guys. Guys, in this wok, I added some oil, so both like canola oil and some sesame oil, and I'm going to be adding my beef first of all. So you can see how sizzling the pan is. I like to use a wok honestly because everything just cooks fast, like the even distribution of heat and all of that. So I'm seasoning the meat now with some salt and some stock cubes, and I'm just going to stir fry that until the meat is perfectly cooked.
A few minutes later.
So guys, my beef is ready and I'm going to remove that right now and set aside in a bowl to use for the fried rice recipe. I'm going to be adding some oil into the pan. Yes, you can see the stock from the beef. Everything should be infused into everything. And I'm going to be adding my second protein, which is my chicken. And I'm just going to do the same thing I just did. Stir fry it until it's cooked. I'm going to season as well because I had not seasoned. So some garlic powder, some stock cubes, some salt. You can use any seasoning of your choice, to be honest. It's your choice. And I'm just going to stir fry that and mix that all together and allow to cook. While you are watching that cook, let me give you gist, guys. See, I bought this pan this day. The day I was cooking this food though, I bought this pan from TK Maxx. Happily went to go and buy wok because my wok at home was already not in a wonderful condition. Bought the wok, he finished cooking my lovely fried rice and washed my wok, cleaned my wok and left it on top of my burner. And that's how I woke up the next morning. And what my eyes saw, the amount of rust. In fact, I'm going to put a picture now. Can you see the amount of rust? Hey, see, you don't even need to tell me 2 times. I packed my bag and baggages and ran straight back to TK Maxx at 9 o'clock the next morning to return their useless pots, and I collected my money back. So that's what happened. That's the gist. Anyway, as you can see, the chicken is almost done and I'm going to be setting it aside with the beef that I previously cooked. So guys, I added some more oil into the pan because it's time to stir fry all my vegetables and all of that for this fried rice recipe. I also added some sesame oil because, my dear, I told you that this recipe is an infusement of Nigerian, Chinese, Indian, in fact every type of fried rice I can ever think of making. So I put my vegetables in. I was using frozen vegetables. You can use fresh vegetables if you have the time or the patience to clean and cut carrots. So I'm just going to stir that. They were frozen, so I did not deter them before I did this method. So they were frozen, so they needed to defrost in the pan. Normally, if I was using a regular pot, I would have defrosted them because the speed at which the pot would heat up and warm up the veggies would take a longer time and then just make the vegetables soggy. But because it's a wok and a wok has like temerity, I did not do that. So I'm adding some salt, which is seasoning. You can add any seasoning you want. I normally start with just salt and keep on stir frying until the vegetable mix is slightly untoured. My veggies are looking amazing. As you can see, they are no longer frozen, or they do no longer have that frozen look, and there's no water in the pan, which is the advantage of using the wok. Next thing I'm going to be throwing in is my lovely peppers. So I use bell peppers and Spanish or Mexican peppers, which are like these small chilies. Yes, I wanted a bit of spice. I also threw in some rodo. This is the Nigerian element I was talking about. See, I wanted spicy fried rice. That is what I wanted, honestly, with Chinese heritage. So I'm just going to stir fry that a while also and allow to cook. After cooking for a few minutes, yes, don't cook for more than 2-3 minutes, to be honest, because you don't want your vegetables to be soggy. Like, first of all, the vegetables are already frozen and then all of that. Anyway, the next I'm going to be adding is my next animal, which is some shrimps. See, I threw all the kitchen in my house into this fried rice because I was going on holiday and I did not want to leave anything in the fridge. So I'm going to also add my meat. Yes, that chicken and meat concoction that I had stir fried earlier into the pot, and I'm just going to be stirring that around. Like, you guys should look at it. In fact, you can stop here and eat this as a meal or eat this like separately. If you can see, there's like a bit of water beneath the pot. That's from like the juices of the meat because the meat rested in a bowl, but all of that needs to be added. I'm going to add some soy sauce because I was careful with my salt when I was seasoning, just to bring in that Chinese inspiration that I'm looking for. Like I told you, there's like the Chinese side of this meal. So I'm just going to allow it to cook for a few minutes. Some of you may be wondering, Ebo, you have not added the secret ingredient. Hey, where is your secret ingredient? Where is that ingredient that we all know that you always throw into food? Don't worry, it's coming, it's on its way. Just wait a few seconds, wait a few more. Yes, my onions are here. Yes. If you guys know me, you guys know I love onions, so I added some onions into my recipe because, excuse me, what is food without onions? Like, if you don't like onions, I don't know what you're doing on planet Earth. Like, please tell me. Onions is like bae in cooking. So I've added my onions. I'm just going to mix that also a bit, but I am bringing the world-class #1 ingredient from the Chinese family. I'm going to be adding some oyster sauce. Yes, I'm going to be adding some wonderful oyster sauce. This is the highlight of my Chinese inspiration for this meal. Yes, so I added some oyster sauce and I'm just going to mix that around and then add my rice. The sauce is already ready for the rice. The rice is coming. It has come. So I've added boiled rice. So I already boiled rice. Don't allow your rice to be soggy and soft and mushy and mushy. Just boil your rice regularly. You can make it a bit harder than normal so that when it comes into this and steams further, it doesn't become soggy. But like, guys, my rice was perfectly cooked the way I like it, and I'm just going to be adding the amount of rice I want into this recipe, and I'm going to be mixing that around, like mixing, turning, moving, stretching, like allowing the rice and the vegetable to kiss each other. So I'm just going to mix that around to the consistency I want. If I wanted more rice, if you want more rice, I mean, you can add more rice into this, but then just mix the amount of rice you want. If you want more vegetables than rice, add less rice. It's just based on what you want, as in, that's just the honest truth. Like, if you can see by this side, I had a lot more rice than I needed, but I just added what I needed into the recipe, and then I would leave that to steam for a few minutes. Like, once you add the rice, please don't allow it to steam for more than 2 to 3 minutes, and your concoction Nigerian, Chinese, English fried rice will be ready.
A few minutes later.
Guys, there's something else I'm going to be adding into this fried rice. I really love sweet corn, and when I finish making fried rice, even if I buy a mixture with sweet corn, I always add like additional sweet corn because I really love sweet corn. So I'm just going to be throwing in some little sweet corn into the fried rice. Again, you people say, Ebo, you love food, you love good things. Yes, my dear, in this life I did not come to suffer. I came to enjoy the fruits of the land which the Lord has promised me, including good food. So I am going to mix that as well and just allow to cook for another 1 minute. See, are you people not hungry? Are you not hungry? Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it, the food is looking wonderful, and I can assure you that this food tasted on point, like on point. See, don't forget to try this recipe. Don't forget to tell your friends and family. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys really soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.